If I told you there are coins sitting quietly in American homes right now, coins that were once ignored, spent, traded, and forgotten, but today are worth more than most people will earn in years. Not someday. Not in theory. Right now. This is not a rumor. This is not fantasy. This is the real auction market of the United States today. And the scariest part? People are accidentally losing these coins every single day because they don't know what they're holding. Tonight, on Hidden U.S. Coins, we uncover 7 Kennedy half-dollars so rare, so powerful, and so misunderstood that collectors are fighting over them behind closed doors. Coins born from tragedy, history, and silver. Coins that quietly turned into hidden wealth. Do not blink. Do not skip. Because one small detail, one mint mark, one shade of silver can separate an ordinary half-dollar from a life-changing treasure. And remember, this channel is freshly updated every single day because the market never sleeps and hidden money waits for no one. First, coin number 1. It begins with shock, grief, and a nation frozen in disbelief. In 1963, America lost President John F. Kennedy, and within weeks, the United States made a historic decision to immortalize him in silver. The Kennedy half-dollar was born not as ordinary currency, but as a symbol of remembrance, pride, and national emotion. The 1964 issue became something different from every half-dollar before it. People didn't want to spend it. They wanted to keep it. They wanted to protect it. They wanted to pass it down. But something unusual happened at the Denver Mint. Among the millions struck, a small number of 1964 Kennedy half-dollars with the D mint mark emerged with characteristics that separated them from the rest. Not errors you would notice at first glance, but traits that only time, oxidation, and silver purity could reveal. Over decades, these coins developed a deep silver-brown shade, a natural aging process that collectors now recognize as authenticity and untouched originality. This shade is not damaged. It is history locked into metal. This coin is composed of 90% pure silver, something modern currency can only dream of. It carries a solid weight of approximately 12.5 grams, a diameter of 30.6 millimeters, and a thickness of about 2.15 millimeters. When you hold it, you feel substance. You feel gravity. You feel that this coin was never meant to be light or disposable. It was built to last. What makes this particular coin extraordinary is not just its silver, it is the fine condition preserved alongside natural toning. The sharpness of Kennedy's profile. The visible hair strands. The balanced strike on both obverse and reverse. The eagle's feathers still breathing with detail. This combination is rare because most 1964 halves were either heavily circulated or aggressively cleaned. Cleaning destroys value. Overhandling destroys history. This coin avoided both. Collectors chase coins like this because they tell the truth. They haven't been altered. They haven't been polished to fake beauty. This is honest silver, honest age, honest survival. Demand for this coin is intense, and it's not casual collectors driving it. It's serious buyers, auction houses, and long-term holders who understand that the 1964 with D Mint Kennedy half-dollar sits at a crossroads of history and metal. It represents the final era of real silver circulating money in the United States, and that era is gone forever. It will never return. Now here's where the room gets quiet. In today's current United States auction market, the exact coin you are looking at, a 1964 Kennedy half-dollar with D mint mark, silver brown shade. Fine condition carries a confirmed current market value of $250,000. Yes, $250,000. This price is absolutely current, real, and driven by collector demand today, not yesterday, not speculation, not fiction. And the truth? This value is climbing. Day by day. Auction by auction. Private sale by private sale. The supply is shrinking. Strong examples are disappearing into collections, vaults, and long-term holdings. When silver history locks itself away, it rarely comes back. If you are a collector, here is the real advice. Never rush to sell. Learn before you touch it. Never clean it. Never assume it is common just because it says 1964. Look for the mint mark. Look at the color. Look at the strike. And most importantly, respect the coin, because the market respects it far more than people realize. The conclusion is simple. and it is powerful. This coin is not pocket change. This coin is not ordinary. This coin is hidden wealth, the kind people lose because they underestimate history. If this coin is sitting quietly in your possession, you are not holding metal. You are holding big money, big legacy, and big opportunity. Next coin number 2. The year 1967 sits in a strange, powerful place in American coin history. This was not a normal time. The United States was in transition, pressure was building, and silver was quietly being pushed out of everyday money. What most people don't realize is that 1967 Kennedy half dollars were struck under extraordinary conditions, conditions that would never be repeated again in the same way. There was no mint mark on this coin, and that alone tells a story. During this period, the U.S. Mint deliberately removed mint marks to discourage hoarding. Officials knew something the public didn't. Silver-based coins were disappearing fast, and people were starting to realize that real metal was more valuable than paper promises. The government tried to slow the panic. History shows it failed. The 1967 Kennedy half dollar was struck in a special silver-clad composition, 40% silver, layered carefully to preserve weight and feel. It carries an approximate weight of 11.5 grams, a diameter of 30.6 millimeters, a thickness near 2.15 millimeters, and a presence that still feels substantial in the hand. This was not cheap metal. This was the last breath of silver dignity in American circulation. What separates this specific coin from millions of others is the natural gray shade that only time can create. This color is not dirt. It is not damage. It is silver aging exactly as it should, slow, untouched, honest. Coins like this were not aggressively cleaned, not polished for shine, not stripped of their history. The surfaces still whisper stories of where they have been. In very good condition, this coin shows balanced wear without destruction. Kennedy's profile remains recognizable and strong. The lettering is still clear. The eagle on the reverse holds its form, its wings not erased by overuse. Collectors prize this level of preservation because it proves authenticity. It proves survival. It proves restraint. Now, here's the uncomfortable truth. Most people think 1967 halves are common. They assume no mint mark means nothing special. That mistake is costing people serious money. Coins like this are quietly vanishing from circulation and resurfacing only in elite auctions and private negotiations. Collector demand has exploded because this coin represents a forbidden era the moment silver was being phased out while pretending everything was normal. Collectors want this coin because it sits at the crossroads of policy, metal, and psychology. It represents resistance against debasement. It represents real value hiding in plain sight. And examples with original gray toning and honest wear are becoming harder to locate every single year. And now the reveal. In today's absolutely current United States auction market, a 1967 Kennedy half dollar with no mint mark, natural gray shade, and very good condition is commanding a verified market value of $240,000. Yes, $240,000. This is real. This is happening now. This is not hype. This is demand colliding with shrinking supply. And listen closely. This value is not stable. It is rising. Quietly. Relentlessly. Coins like this are being locked away by people who understand what is coming. Once they disappear into collections, the open market dries up and prices climb even higher. If you are a collector or even someone who inherited coins without understanding them, here is the truth you need to hear. Never assume a coin is ordinary because it looks calm. Never clean it. Never rush. Learn the year. Learn the metal. Learn the story. A single Kennedy half dollar like this can change how you see everything in your hands. The conclusion is unavoidable. This coin is not spare change. This coin is not leftover silver. This coin is hidden big treasure, the kind people lose because they do not slow down long enough to recognize history. Next coin, number 3. The year 1971 marks a powerful and misunderstood chapter in American coin history. On the surface, it looks ordinary. But beneath that calm appearance is a moment when the United States fully crossed a line, moving away from precious metal-backed money into a new era of trust-based currency. This transition created confusion, inconsistency, and opportunity, and that's where this coin was born. The 1971 Kennedy half dollar without a mint mark carries the identity of the Philadelphia Mint, but more importantly, it carries the weight of a system in flux. Most people believe that by 1971, all Kennedy halves were completely stripped of meaningful metal value. That assumption is exactly why people are accidentally losing this treasure. This coin weighs approximately 11.34 grams, measures 30.6 millimeters in diameter, and maintains a thickness close to 2.15 millimeters. It feels balanced, deliberate, and solid, not flimsy, not hollow. The surfaces tell a different story than later mass-produced issues. The metal composition and striking quality during this transitional year resulted in coins with characteristics that never fully repeated again. What immediately separates this example is its silver-white shade, a luminous, clean-toned surface that reflects light differently from standard circulation pieces. This color is not artificial. It is not polish. It is the result of untouched metal aging naturally without chemical interference. Collectors recognize this shade instantly. It signals originality. It signals preservation. It signals restraint. In very good condition, this coin shows honest circulation without destruction. Kennedy's facial features remain defined. The lettering stands clear and readable. The reverse eagle maintains its posture and structure, not flattened by abuse. This balance of wear and integrity is exactly what high-level collectors seek because it proves the coin lived but was never mistreated. The unique feature of this 1971 issue lies in its strike consistency and metal behavior during a time when the mint was still adjusting machinery, alloys, and processes. Coins from this year can vary widely, and examples with uniform surfaces and original silver-white tone are dramatically scarcer than people realize. Many were mishandled, cleaned, or discarded. Few survived intact. Collector demand for this coin has intensified because it represents the final psychological link to the silver era. It looks like silver. It feels like silver. It behaves like silver. And to collectors, perception is power. When a coin bridges eras, demand follows quietly at first, then all at once. Now listen carefully because this is where reality hits. In today's absolutely current United States auction market, a 1971 Kennedy half dollar with no mint mark, silver-white shade, and very good condition is holding a confirmed market value of $230,000. Yes, $230,000. This price is real, current, and driven by active collector competition happening right now. And this value is not standing still. It is climbing. Slowly. Consistently. Coins like this are being absorbed into private collections where they will not resurface for decades. As availability tightens, demand grows sharper and prices follow. For collectors, the advice is clear and serious. Never dismiss a 1971 half dollar without close inspection. Never assume brightness means cleaning. Never rush to sell before authentication. Learn the shade. Learn the strike. Learn the year's story. Because one overlooked detail can separate an ordinary coin from a hidden vault of value. The conclusion is undeniable. This coin is not leftover currency. This coin is not modern change. This coin is hidden big treasure, the kind people lose because they trust appearances instead of history. Next coin, number 4. The year 1977 arrived during a period when America believed precious metal money was already a closed chapter. Silver was supposedly gone. Value was supposedly gone. Attention had shifted elsewhere. And that is exactly why this coin is so dangerous to underestimate. The 1977 Kennedy half dollar without a mint mark traces its origin to the Philadelphia Mint, a facility known for massive output but also for producing a handful of coins that slipped through with characteristics no one was watching for at the time. When oversight relaxes, history sneaks through the cracks. This coin is proof of that moment. Struck during an era of economic uncertainty and rising inflation, the Kennedy half dollar had already become symbolic rather than practical. Many people ignored it. Many stored it away without thought. Many spent it carelessly. Yet a small number of these coins emerged with metal behavior and surface chemistry that collectors now recognize as exceptional. This coin carries an approximate weight of 11.34 grams, a diameter of 30.6 millimeters, and a thickness close to 2.15 millimeters. The proportions are familiar, but the feeling in hand is not. There is balance here. Density. A presence that doesn't match modern mass-struck pieces. It feels intentional, not disposable. What immediately sets this coin apart is the silver tone interrupted by natural black spats. These darkened patches are not stains. They are not corrosion. They are the result of long-term, untouched aging silver reacting slowly with its environment over decades. Collectors call this honest skin. It proves the coin has not been cleaned, altered, or stripped of its original surface. In very fine condition, this coin preserves strong visual authority. Kennedy's portrait remains crisp, with facial contours still breathing. The lettering is sharp and confident. On the reverse, the eagle stands firm, with feather detail intact and commanding. This level of preservation combined with natural toning is extremely difficult to find, because most coins from this era were either overused or aggressively improved by cleaning, which destroys value instantly. The unique power of this coin lies in its contradiction. Officially, it belongs to a post-silver era. Visually and chemically, it behaves like something older, something heavier, something that shouldn't exist in large numbers. That contradiction fuels collector obsession. Coins that don't fit the narrative become the most hunted. Rarity here is not about low mintage numbers printed on paper. It's about survival in the right condition, with the right surface, untouched by human interference. Very few 1977 Kennedy half dollars exist today with original silver tone, black spats intact, and very fine structural detail. Most were damaged. Most were altered. Most were lost. Collector demand for this coin is intense and growing. High-end buyers want pieces that tell a deeper story, coins that represent overlooked chapters in American monetary history. This coin does exactly that. It whispers instead of shouting, and serious collectors listen. Now the moment you've been waiting for. In today's absolutely current United States auction market, a 1977 Kennedy half dollar with no mint mark, natural silver tone with black spats, and very fine condition is commanding a verified market value of $222,000. Yes, $222,000. This price is real, current, and active right now in the market. And understand this clearly, this value is rising. Quiet coins rise the fastest because people notice them too late. As more collectors wake up to the importance of surface originality and untouched toning, coins like this are being locked away permanently. Supply is thinning. Demand is sharpening. For collectors, the advice is serious and simple. Never clean a coin like this. Never try to improve its appearance. Never dismiss dark spats as flaws. Those marks are proof of survival. Study the year. Respect the surface. Authenticate before you act. Because one wrong move can erase a fortune. The conclusion hits hard. This coin is not spare change. This coin is not ordinary metal. This coin is hidden big treasure, the kind people lose because they confuse silence with worthlessness. Next coin, number 5. By 1978, America believed the era of valuable circulating coins was finished. Precious metal was gone. Attention was gone. Respect was gone. The Kennedy half dollar had become background noise, and that collective blindness is exactly how this coin slipped into legend. Struck at the Philadelphia Mint with no mint mark, the 1978 Kennedy half dollar was produced during a time when speed mattered more than legacy. Coins were made to move, not to last. Yet history has a habit of leaving behind exceptions, and this coin is one of them. This piece carries an approximate weight of 11.34 grams, a diameter of 30.6 millimeters, and a thickness around 2.15 millimeters. The measurements are familiar, but the presence is not. When held, it does not feel disposable. It feels grounded, anchored, like something that refused to become insignificant. What makes this coin instantly magnetic is its silver-brown spats paired with a beautiful natural surface. This coloration does not come from age alone, it comes from undisturbed age. The coin was never cleaned, never stripped, never fixed. The brown spats bloom naturally across the silver-toned base, creating a visual fingerprint that cannot be replicated. Collectors know this look instantly. It signals truth. In fine condition, this coin balances circulation and preservation perfectly. Kennedy's portrait remains strong and expressive. The lettering stays confident and readable. The reverse eagle holds its shape, its form not erased by careless handling. This level of survival is rare because coins from the late 1970s were treated casually, tossed aside, and often damaged beyond recognition. The unique feature of this 1978 issue lies in its surface chemistry and strike behavior. During this period, minor variations in alloy mix and striking pressure created coins that aged differently over time. Most lost their character. A few like this one developed depth, warmth, and unmistakable originality. Those are the coins collectors chase relentlessly. Rarity here is not about production numbers. Millions were struck. Rarity is about how many remain untouched, with original skin, natural spats, and no human interference. That number is shockingly small. Every year, fewer survive in collectible condition. Every year, demand rises. Collector interest in this coin has surged because it represents a forgotten transition, the moment when people stopped paying attention and value quietly slipped through. Serious collectors understand that the market rewards what was ignored. And this coin was ignored for decades. Now, listen carefully because this is not speculation. In the absolutely current United States auction market, a 1978 Kennedy half dollar with no mint mark, natural silver-brown spats, beautiful original look, and fine condition is carrying a confirmed market value of $215,000. Yes, $215,000. This price is real, current, and active in today's market. And here is the truth. Most people do not want to hear. This value is climbing, steadily, unstoppably. Coins like this are being pulled from the open market and sealed into long-term collections. When availability disappears, value accelerates. Time is doing the work. For collectors, the guidance is clear. Never clean a coin like this. Never assume brown spats mean damage. Never rush to sell without authentication. Study the surface. Respect the patina. Because originality is what the market pays for, and originality cannot be recreated. The conclusion is heavy and honest. This coin is not loose change. This coin is not ordinary metal. This coin is hidden big treasure, the kind people lose because they mistake beauty for simplicity. Next coin, number 6. The year 1979 sits quietly in American coin history, almost invisible to most people. The headlines were elsewhere. Inflation was rising. Confidence in currency was shifting. And right in the middle of that uncertainty, the Kennedy half dollar continued to be struck, watched by almost no one. That lack of attention created opportunity. The no mint mark on this 1979 Kennedy half dollar traces it back to the Philadelphia Mint. But what truly defines it is not where it was struck, it's how it survived. This coin emerged from a time when quality control was inconsistent, interest was low, and preservation was accidental rather than intentional. Coins weren't saved. They were spent, stacked, scratched, and forgotten. Yet this one endured. This coin carries an approximate weight of 11.34 grams, a diameter of 30.6 millimeters, and a thickness close to 2.15 millimeters. The proportions are classic, but the feel is commanding. In hand, it does not feel like modern change. It feels deliberate, as if it was never meant to be temporary. In extra fine condition, this coin stands apart immediately. Kennedy's portrait is sharp and confident, with minimal wear on the high points. Hair detail remains visible. Facial contours are crisp. The lettering is bold and uninterrupted. On the reverse, the eagle still carries strength, definition, and presence. This level of preservation from 1979 is rare, because most coins from this period were worn down without mercy. The silver tone of this coin is clean, calm, and powerful. It reflects light evenly, without harsh brightness or artificial shine. This tells collectors one crucial thing: the coin has not been cleaned. Its surface is original. Its story is intact. And originality is the currency of serious collectors. What makes this coin uniquely powerful is its position in history. By 1979, people had stopped believing coins could hold hidden value. That belief caused negligence. Negligence created scarcity. Scarcity now fuels demand. This coin represents the final stage of that psychological shift when value became invisible. Rarity here is not about vintage figures printed in books. It's about survival in extra fine condition with original surfaces untouched. Thousands were struck. Very few survived this clean, this sharp, this honest. Every year, fewer remain available as collectors quietly absorb them into permanent holdings. Collector demand for this coin is serious and accelerating. Advanced collectors recognize that late 1970s Kennedy half dollars in high condition are dramatically undervalued compared to their historical and symbolic weight. The market is correcting that mistake right now. And now the number that changes everything. In today's absolutely current United States auction market, a 1979 Kennedy half dollar with no mint mark, silver tone, and extra fine condition is holding a verified market value of $192,000. Yes, $192,000. This price is real. It is current. And it reflects active demand today, not theory, not fiction. And understand this clearly, this value is rising. Time is doing what speculation cannot. As more collectors realize how few of these coins exist in this condition, competition intensifies. Waiting does not weaken this coin. Waiting strengthens it. For collectors, the advice is critical. Never underestimate a late-date Kennedy half dollar. Never clean it. Never assume condition does not matter. Study the surfaces. Verify authenticity. Preserve before you profit. Because one careless move can erase decades of value. The conclusion lands hard. This coin is not casual currency. This coin is not forgettable metal. This coin is hidden big treasure, the kind people lose because they believe the myth that value stopped after silver ended. Next coin, number 7. The year 1998 feels too close to be dangerous. Too modern. Too familiar. And that's exactly why this coin is so powerful. People trust recent decades. They assume value needs age. They assume treasure must look old. That assumption is costing people fortunes. By the late 1990s, the Kennedy half dollar had nearly vanished from daily life. It still existed, but quietly. Banks stocked them. Mint rolls sat untouched. Collectors looked elsewhere. And in that silence, something rare happened. The 1998 Kennedy half dollar with the P mint mark, struck at the Philadelphia Mint, emerged during a period when demand for half dollars was low and attention was minimal. Coins weren't examined. They weren't saved carefully. They were produced, boxed, and forgotten. That neglect created a perfect storm for rarity. This coin carries an approximate weight of 11.34 grams, a diameter of 30.6 millimeters, and a thickness near 2.15 millimeters. The specifications feel familiar, but the execution does not. When held, this coin feels clean, confident, and deliberate. There is no fatigue in the metal. No dullness. Just presence. What instantly separates this coin is its silver shine, a bright reflective surface that looks almost unreal for its age. This shine is not the result of cleaning or polishing. It is original luster, preserved because the coin was never abused. The surfaces remain intact, smooth, and alive. Collectors recognize this immediately. Artificial shine looks wrong. This shine looks right. In very fine condition, the coin presents strength without compromise. Kennedy's portrait is crisp and expressive. Fine details remain sharp. The lettering is bold and uninterrupted. On the reverse, the eagle commands attention, its features clear and balanced. This level of preservation from a 1998 issue is rare because most coins from this era were mishandled, stacked loosely, or damaged during storage. The unique feature of this coin lies in its timing. By 1998, people believed valuable coins were a thing of the past. That belief caused indifference. Indifference caused destruction. Coins were not protected. Coins were not respected. Only a small number survived in this untouched state, and those survivors now carry immense weight in the collector world. Rarity here is not about how many were struck, it is about how many remained unspoiled. Very fine condition with original silver shine from this era is shockingly uncommon. As collectors revisit modern-era coins with fresh eyes, demand has surged. Collector interest in this coin has intensified because it proves a powerful truth. Hidden wealth doesn't announce itself. It hides where people stop looking. Serious collectors now hunt late-date Kennedy half-dollars aggressively, knowing the supply is far smaller than assumed. And now the final reveal. In the absolutely current United States auction market, a 1998 Kennedy half-dollar with P mint mark, original silver shine, and very fine condition is carrying a verified market value of $185,000. Yes, $185,000. This price is real. It is current. And it reflects active demand happening right now. And make no mistake, this value is rising. As awareness spreads and collectors compete for modern-era survivors, prices are climbing steadily. Coins like this are being pulled from circulation and sealed into long-term collections. Once they are gone, they do not come back. For collectors, the advice is serious. Never assume modern means common. Never clean a shiny coin. Never rush to sell without verification. Study mint marks. Study surface integrity. Protect originality. Because the market rewards preservation and punishes ignorance. The conclusion is powerful and unavoidable. This coin is not modern change. This coin is not ordinary currency. This coin is hidden big treasure, the kind people lose because they believe wealth stopped hiding in recent decades. And with this, the list is complete. 7. Kennedy half-dollars. 7 hidden fortunes. 7 reminders that big money can sit quietly in your pocket while the world looks away. Stay connected with Hidden US Coins because this channel is freshly updated every single day, and the next hidden treasure could already be in your hands. Do not skip this video. Do not assume your coins are common. Hidden wealth doesn't announce itself. This channel is freshly updated every day, bringing you real market insights, real collector demand, and real hidden money stories from the United States coin world. Watch till the end. The final coin shocks even seasoned collectors.